It was the final call for racing. Final call for racing. All rights are on there, please. Thank
you. Welcome to Derby Industrial Estate. Let's not hit that big dirty grid. We'll head on down now for the wonderful part 2 of race school. Very excited. As you can see on the road bike, track bike has half an engine in it at the minute, but that's okay, we can fix that. I just didn't want to rush it. Oh, we get the head job done, get all the valves nicely done, proper inspection, blah 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 blah. But I have been informed it's okay to do it on the road bike. There are some little modifications. I think I've got to tape the lights, side stand has to be cable tied up, wing mirrors are coming off, which are annoying. Speedo was a distraction on track day, so that's going. And that's about it. It's a bit blowy, don't know if you can hear the whistles, but that's okay. We'll go down, find a spot in the paddock. I've got the E36 race crew behind me. And she's a busy one. Busy. And we got some nice line work. JV Motorsport Management upping the levels with the organisation, keeping everything nice and tidy. It's all good stuff. So we'll go find a spot where we can park. It'd be nice if we still had one from last time. And we'll go sign on. Oh hey! Good morning! Right, so that's a little bit of paperwork done. Got a number to go stick on the bike. Got to do side stand, mirrors and tape up the lights. Now I asked if we could do some filming both on and off the circuit, and it's sort of an iffy area because we've got a minor, there's a under 18 in the group, so we'll see how it goes. I'll film what I can obviously, but we're basically doing a few sessions in between the races, in between the briefings. He said it's going to be sort of quick, in and out of the track, so bit of a hectic day. We'll see how it goes. Posh. Okay, so not being able to film certain things makes this video a little bit difficult to structure. So in between the clips I got on the day from on the bike and from off the bike, obviously, I'll sort of interject in between them so we can keep everything flowing, so you can sort of understand what went on. Because it was an experience that I think is very beneficial, and when we got to the end they actually sort of said you can come back and just keep doing the race school, which is handy because it gets you used to being within the structure of a race meeting. Now this takes part in a race meeting, that's how it has to happen, everything's in place, so the paddock was absolutely rammed. So when we came back and did the modifications to the bike, there's got the calls going across the tannoy, you know, when you hear attention paddock, listen and hear what's going on. So as they were calling up bike numbers through for scrutineering, for the racing stuff, it sort of got to the end of that and said, alright, can we have the bikes up for race school for scrutineering. So we took the bike up. Walking with the bike is actually pretty hard in the sunshine, so pushed her up. Dave went round it, spotted the rear hugger, the bracket was actually snapped, so we had to fix that. If you push down on the tyre it was contacting, so we sorted that down, brought it back on, and then it was a case of waiting to be called up to the holding area. When we were called up to the holding area for the first session, this was effectively a sighting lap. There was people in the group that had never been on the track before, so they've got to be shown the way around. There was Dave at the front, I was right behind him. There was a couple of lads then behind me, then Gary, the other instructor, and then a few lads behind them. And they give you the instructions. It's basically, you know, what we're going to do is going to go around. If they pull in front and tap on the tail, it means follow me, and they'll guide you around and show you the lines and sort of try and bring you up to speed. If they wave you past, then go past and basically go and have a play. So as you'll see in the next clip here, the first laps are really sort of tame. We got on the second lap, and he was sort of ramping up the speed a bit and sort of seeing if I'd kept with him, rather than, you know, gradually going up. It was sort of, alright, we'll test it and see if he sticks. And I was glued to his tail. I'm not going to say I know my way around Derby, but I know the corners that were coming up, and I'd just done a track day on the Friday, so I was glued to his tail. He waved me past, and a couple of laps to get some heat in the tyres, and I could give it a bit of a play. So as you can see there, it was hot when it came back in. Ended the session, pulled back in, and was glad to get the helmet off. I sort of cracked the leathers open because it was a sunny day, the bike's hot, you're moving around lots, it was just a bit warm. So back in, check the bike over, make sure nothing's fallen off, get some hydration down, and wait for the call to go back up to the holding area. Okay, so if you couldn't quite make that out, we were called up, Dave came over and told us what was going to happen. And we were out for a 15-minute session. When that ended, we'd come back in and go straight to the holding area again. We'd then stop 5 minutes and just have a little brief just to refresh on the starting procedure, and that's how we would go. So, out the gate, down the pit lane, you then do a sighting lap, and you would come round to a red flag. Stop up on the grid and wait. Once everyone's in and ready, we have green flag, and you go for a warm-up lap before coming back round again and stopping on the grid. Again, waiting there to be a red flag there to stop you. So you then all in, ready, weighted, in neutral. Get the sign pops up, says engage gear. It flips around, you get watch the lights. And this was the bit that I was really excited for. And I'll just let you watch it because it didn't go to plan. I know. Now, does that mean I failed? No, because I reacted immediately, I stuck my hand up, sort of got out of the way, and then was back on it and carried on. It was fine. People do stall. I'm going to blame it on putting new levers on and never setting off like that on the roads. But it happens. As long as you deal with a problem when it arises appropriately, it's fine. So it was back off there, and that was it. Lunchtime had come round, we were done, go and get the second stamp. Now it's time to go send off my forms and get a license.